Hi, welcome back. We're going to learn a tool that is called Image Trace, and it works when you want to trace a photo. Yes, every JPG file, PSD, PNG, GIF that you download from the web can be converted into an illustration. And remember, we're working in illustration. So this is in Adobe Illustrator, and what we need is going to be 3 images. Well, in my case, I already downloaded them. I will try to make this short video a little bit shorter so you can have the opportunity to look at after you watch it, okay? So the first thing that I have is this one. When you are going to use the tool, you have to be aware about the characteristics that you have. For example, in this case, I know that it has black and white, okay? There is no more colors. I know that it's an image. At the top, you can see the name of it, and it has an extension, JPG, the color mode, and the resolution, okay? Once you selected an image that is imported and it has a bitmap characteristic, it's going to show you this window, the one that is called Image Trace. When you click it, automatically something is going to happen, but you don't know what is going on. If you press Command Y, you're going to see that nothing has happened. I mean, it's still as an illustration, but now that you have it selected, there is no more information about the file. So we're going to click right here where it says Image Trace Panel, and we're going to have this window open. Here you're going to be capable to define the characteristics that you want for that tracing. You have color, grayscale, and black and white. My suggestion, as we're using black and white, is going to select black and white. Threshold means the quantity of lines that you want. How marked do you want them, okay? If you go to the right, they're going to be more marked. If you go to the left, they're going to become thinner, as you can see right here in the detail. So in this case, you have to trust your eyes. Don't worry, you're going to do it okay. Now, what else do we have? We can add more path. If we add more path, probably it's going to have a better structure. It depends on the quality of the photo that you downloaded. If you downloaded, something that is too small and with a high resolution, it's not going to be a good result. I mean, why take the chances, right? The corners, in case you have some, corners like here, you can define if you want with more details, if you want noise. Noise means if you have textures, for example, and you want to keep them, how you're going to match them. And one important thing, do you see here that it says ignore color? Why? Probably, let's see how this image is. We can see that it has a white background, correct? If you want to keep the background color, you have to click where it says ignore color because you want it to be transparent, okay? So I'm going to click right here where it says ignore color. I'm going to check it. And then it's not over, it's still a photo, okay? You have to click expand. Now we have an illustration. How do I know that? Well, you can see that it's in blue, and if I press Command Y, I'm going to see the illustration. So as you can see, every photo that you download can become an illustration. Now, depending on the characteristics that you define right here, is the result. Now, can you select grayscale? Of course you can. Is it going to be the same? Well, again, you have to play with all the information that you have here. But in this example specifically, I'm not going to click ignore color, and I'm going to click Image Trace and then expand. If you don't do expand, you're not converting it into an illustration, okay? So we're going to have these two as references, and I want you to see, for example, when you put more detail, you're capable to even see this. Why Image Trace is so important to know how to use it? Because we know that the text should look better, right? I mean, the reference that we have, let's see, where is it? Is this one? Is not exactly working, right? Now, what else do we have? Take a look to this one. It has a lot of information, right? It even has some texture right here. You can see the eye, you can see the skin. So maybe if I select black and white, why not? Let's do it. This is going to be the result. If I click expand, this is what I'm going to have. Maybe it's not exactly what I'm looking, right? Let's click the other one, and instead of black and white, select grayscale, Image Trace, and then expand. Do you see a difference? Not exactly, right? let's see, or maybe I made a mistake here. Yeah, grayscale, my bad. And let's see, image trace. I'm going to select here shades of gray at the top menu, because remember, we have at the top and the windows, they are always combined in the function that we want to do. Now it's in grayscale, and now I can expand it. So we have two illustrations, this one and this one. This has more details, you know, even though it's in grayscale. And we have this. If you zoom enough, you're going to be capable to see all the details of the eye and the skin. And then we have this one that has color. Where it says image trace, instead of selecting, you know, color on the right in the window, I can select the option high fidelity if the photo has high quality, or I can select even 16 colors, for example, or 3 colors. I'm going to select right now 16, just to figure out how it's going to result. The good thing is that before you do expand, you have a preview. Depending on the memory RAM of your computer is the result that you're going to have as well, and how long it's going to take. Now, if 16 colors looks like this, maybe 16 colors is not exactly what you need. So before clicking expand, I'm going to come right here again, and instead of 16 colors, I'm going to select high fidelity photo. Maybe it's going to keep some of the characteristics of the eyes and the skin that I wanted, okay? Now, when are you going to use this? Probably when you're doing a billboard and you don't have like the specific sizes of a photo, and you know that a picture is never going to look pixelated. I guess I prefer this one much better than the other one. Now I'm going to click expand. If you want to give more detail, remember that you always can manage the information that you have right here on the window that is floating. Depending, of course, on the size, try not to use an image that is in low resolution or blurred, because the result is not going to look nice. So once I have it like this, I'm going to expand it, and here I have. Take a look about the information. It looks like a photo, unless you zoom in, you're going to find out that it's an illustration as well. So any photo, it can be, in this case, I selected my Wazowski because I love him very much, but you can select any photo, a puppy, a kitten, whatever works for you. And now we have this other option. I usually place 3 because so you can see the results, okay? So we have this one, and I'm going to use image trace. I'm going to use 3 colors. So we can see like the result. This is going to limit it into black, white, and green. I'm going to expand it. Now this one, instead of 3, I'm going to select 16 colors. I'm going to expand it. And this one, I'm going to select high fidelity photo, just to see if there is a difference between the 3 of them. And I'm going to expand it. How do I know the difference that is going to be between the 3 of them? I'm going to press Command Y. And the difference mainly is here in the eyes, as you can see, but there's nothing extra, you know, just the gradient that it looks more blurred in this area of the eye, not here. So anytime you have like an idea and you don't have it as an illustration, but you know that a vector can be enlarged, use the image trace. It's going to be really, really useful. Now, as I love to share with you extras, you can paint this or whatever by using the direct selection tool. You can select some areas. For example, I'm going to select this area, and instead of having that color, I'm going to select green. You see? You can select, let me get closer. Everything that you see in blue is going to be painted, right? In red. This is just because I want to share to you that everything has become a vector. Now, when you have something that has volume, it doesn't look so real, right? In case you want to just apply fill color like that, you can see the eye or this area in green. But when you have a plain object like this, like line art, because this is called line art, the good thing is that you can use a tool that is called Paint Bucket. It's right here. The shortcut in the keyboard is when you press key, K, tecla K. When you click it, first you have to select it, my apologies. Then you select this one. You're going to see that it's going to become red, and it's telling you click to make a live painted group. So by now you can select the color, click it, and you're going to be capable to print it. You don't have to trace it. Now, be careful, because if you click right, like I just did, you're selecting like the line, okay? You have to be aware which area is going to be marked in red, like this and this. Now, if I want to have here, for example, the background a color, here it is, and so on, okay? So yes, you can paint. Yes, you're capable to even apply here a gradient. In this case, if you want to apply a gradient, remember that this area is already selected, okay? You have to select it with the direct selection tool, and then you can have all the transformation that you want, as we have seen in the past videos. And you can even apply some texture. So this is the image trace. It's available for you. It works when you download high resolution photos and when you have a bitmap file, okay? Have a wonderful day. See you in the following video.